Good morning to you all. I'm just going to do a very short video for everyone to sort of pay attention to some of the job. Sometimes I see my people. This is on my YouTube. Please go on my YouTube as well and subscribe to my YouTube account. Okay, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube account. This is how we are going to bring the information to you. Oh, cancel. This is how the information is going to be brought to you guys. I'm going to do a short video on this one. Guys, there are certain companies that I must say, if you are in a country if you're a new person, if you want a job that is permanent, if you need something that is secure, right now it's about security. Jobs is about security and benefits and where you can grow. Where you see my hair right now, where I work, there's no discrimination. So you see, right now, today, I be African woman raw, and I'm going to work because I work in the educational system. And since I came to this country, I never knew there are certain places that could have hired me since the beginning. So I'm going to tell you, if you're one of those who likes to either you don't have a higher education, you only have like a high school diploma, college, even college, there are certain areas. If you work for a private company or let's say an organization, you get your pay is lower than someone who works for the government or some place of I would say that is controlled or managed by a bigger institution. So TDSB is the biggest and also the most diverse school board in Canada. TDSB, Toronto District School Board, is the most biggest and diverse with over 247,000 students. TDSB has over 247,000 students with about 47,000 workers. And out of these workers, there are many departments. I also teach, I instruct language, which is language instructor. That one is with a different department, but with TDSB. So TDSB has different departments. If you have your PR, the minute you come here, start looking for places to volunteer. If you are here, start looking for places you can volunteer. Hello, Daniel. Look for a place you can volunteer. Look for places like schools. In fact, the school system, and you don't have to work for TDSB, they have different boards. But TDSB is the most diverse amongst them all. And with a huge and very, like, accepting. They understand you because people like yourself also work there. There are many people like yourselves that also work there. So I would suggest, and I'm going to go through some of the one area that I feel if you are in Canada, you are not really in the job market, you don't have enough credentials, you are close to retirement, or you are not, so because of some illness you are home, you're on social assistant, the system is taking care of you, or you are doing some you have your own business, but then the business is like organization. The best place to work is within the school system. Okay, the best place to work is within the school system. Within the school system, there are different positions. Some of these positions are these, okay? Some of these, so you have an administrator, like a caretaker, administrative and technical. That one is a different area. You have a caretaker. Yesterday, I spoke about the caretaking position where a young girl who finished high school came right back and started cleaning the school, and such people actually end up getting big money. They get to know the city very well. The system trusts them. There's so many. In fact, when they apply to the city of health, public health, or for example, there are so many, I would say, outdoor places that she can work at. So these are the caretakers and plant operators. Plant operators are the one I spoke about yesterday. Young girls actually carrying, hose, and they drive big trucks. The truck is full of water, and they are walking around the city to water them. Okay, classroom support workers and professional student services and other employment. Let me just get rid of this, and then I will tell you about one other area. Let's look at this area too. So if you look at the job, there are permanent and other opportunities, and also on-call placement opportunities, and then interpretation and translation. I told you about this part of the world, that if you don't speak English, don't worry about it. They are interpreters. The system creates a lot of jobs. Some of the jobs are interpreters as well as translators. Okay, so translating documents or translating a certain direction, or for a parent or for someone who's new in the system. There are a lot of students new in the system that needs translation everywhere they go to. So that is one of them. But one area I want to focus and also for you to pay attention to is where you can go without a high school, without much, okay? You don't have to do much. This one here. There are certain areas. The school has everything. The school has everything. There are some areas that government pays. There are some areas that government pays. There are funding, that initiatives that are being taken by a certain individuals. So there are different services. In fact, last week we had a presenter, and the presenter is all about engaging students to dance. All these things are programs that school pays individuals with special programs that they offer to the schools. And then there are also people who takes on a project like feeding students. So there are departments that gives funds for that specific area, and the system is never going to take it away. The system of Canada will continue to feed students in Canada, in Ontario. Please share the video. There are so much jobs. I'm going to give it one by one. The system of Canada will continue to be the receiver of visitors. The vulnerable will continue to care for the areas where people need help. Parents who needs help. Parents who don't have time. The system wants you to work. So there are people who are knocking on doors, soliciting for fund. The government helps them. Some of them are the school feeding system. There's some fundings that comes from specific area of the government to feed children with snack, breakfast, lunch, whatever, hot lunch. They have hot lunch and they have so many things. I used to work in a school where volunteer was very difficult to get. So if you're here for the first time, you are new in the system, please look into the system. Go where the public can use your service, and you can later also gain access to the workforce, and it will be easier for you to work with them. Why? Because you had already volunteered. I am very good at Dinah, Edu. I am very good. The school can use your service. Don't exclude yourself from public service. Public service. Do not exclude yourself, okay? So the school can use you, and you can also gain access to workforce. You can choose to work in different areas that I'm going to talk about. One. So the school feeding programs are run by different people. There's not a pay per se, but there's an honorarium. There are people who manage the school feeding system. So if you're here and you want to gain experience working with public, working with people, the best place to go to are in the schools. I see a lot of postings. The TDSB has over how many schools? Over 500 549 different schools. All these schools, some are high school. It's only from elementary, like from kindergarten to high school. But look at the number of schools. So there are high school students for adults also run cafeterias. There's a nutrition area that people are working and also getting paid a good money, $26 per hour, okay? You work a certain hour giving or providing service to young students. Or you can also walk into the school and be a lunchroom supervisor. A lunchroom supervisor, I know so many Ghanaian parents who are at home right now. I know people struggling, but yet they don't know there are opportunities at the school where they can just help the students play outside, make sure they are safe. Safety, school safety. 1 hour, they pay you what? $25 an hour. They pay for an hour now. That alone gives you an opportunity to come into the school and also seek other opportunities. Other opportunities like noon hour and also EA. EA, you are helping the teacher. Somebody works in the EA and she mentioned and she says she's a teacher's maid. You see, people who don't respect their job. I value every job that people use their hands to do and brains to make sure that there is other people's safety and themselves providing safety. There's so many things as a school support worker does. So many things you must ensure. Your own safety and other people's safety, but people don't respect Africa. Africa don't respect the idea. She said, yeah, as a classroom teacher maid. Me, I be office maid too. Okay. But guess what? It pays a good money for these people to put food and bread on the table. So if you're here for the first time, listen, there are too many. I am only working at the lower level for you to know that you don't need a lot, because I know someone with a master's degree making what an EA is making. Someone came from Ghana with master's, so social work, but they are making what an EA others an EA what the EA or an EA or SNA is making. Just taking care of students, making sure student goes to class, making sure the teacher is not being disturbed by one of the students or two students. If you need to take them out, you take them out. But you are getting paid $28 an hour. It's not bad. Recently, they gave us an increase. All of these people got $2 increase, so it is now $29 or $30 an hour. It is not easy. You are just walking up in the hallway. Sometimes you'll be with one student for the whole day. One student you are taking care of. One student. You don't have college degree. You don't have university degree. I know university degree holders who are doing that job. Okay? So if you don't have all those credentials, but you are a very kind and people's person, look at these positions. Guys, share the video and also give it to your friend who is in Canada. Give it to your family members who are also planning on coming to Canada, because I see people struggling. Let me tell you something. I know someone who works as a carpenter. He came in 2005, 2006. He worked in Force area, and then had opportunity to work in a factory. He continued to work in a factory up to today. The highest pay is $25 they are giving to him. But then I saw a side of him. I saw a side of him that could have been so good working in a school system. So guys, look inside of you, see who you are. What are you good at? Are you one of those people that love to greet people? Are you one of those that love to provide service? Look through you and see what you are good at, because lately jobs are not easy. You have a boss who is very micromanaging. You have a boss who is very nippy. So you need a job that you love to do. If not, on top of your boss, you will go crazy. If you don't like your job and the people you work with are mean, you are going to go cuckoo. You're going to take a lot of sick days. It's going to affect your pay. It's going to affect your mood. It's going to affect your performance. It's going to affect everything. That is why I do this. And the benefit, I don't want to even tell you about the benefit yet. That alone is a lot to work and volunteer for, okay? If you finally land yourself in one of those prominent positions with the TDSB or any of the school system, it is a good, pay in terms of, I know a teacher. If you're a teacher, better yet, don't quit when you come to Canada. I will do a different video about teaching and the process you have to go through. If you are a teacher coming to Canada, do not give up. In fact, they are looking for you. If you're a teacher coming to Canada, don't give up. There's so much opportunity in this part of the world because there are so many different types of children, parents who seek assistance and help. They need someone like you who's caring. A sister who just got hired called me because she's also, she wants to also provide an opportunity for a sister. That is how we've been doing it too. The young ones are also seeking a better for somebody else. It is a reference system. So if you miss an opportunity, if you burn some bridges, start to think about it and go and make it up and go and start to now carry the firewood and go put and go and fix your bridge, because you never know in this world. The way I was trained, hey, I never bent bridge, never in my life, because it is funny to get a job in these areas, the people you need to get there. May God bless you. I hope you will share the video. So again, if you are one of those who like to serve this in a board, there's so much opportunity, so much. Even at the if you are language, if you know a language and you have a PR, call me. If you have a permanent resident, in this country and you know a language, you are good at Hausa, you are good at that department alone is looking for even language instructors. Yesterday I saw so many languages listed looking for instructors. The language I teach, they don't have enough of them here. So when I'm sick, when I'm away, it is difficult to replace my area. It is so difficult. So if you teach a language, if you know si tu t'aimes beaucoup français, tu connais le français ou bien tu connais une autre langue comme n'importe quelle langue d'Afrique, ok? Tu peux tu peux devenir un enseignant ici, ok? Et ils ont payé $47 par l'heure. $47 per l'heure. So guys, it's $47 per hour just to teach a language in this country. Many people don't know. Instead of us networking and get our children into those classrooms, because Africans, of course, because it is not me who started it, I will not use it. But there's so many opportunities in these companies that you need to search through them. Go to their doors, avail yourself to volunteer. Where if you're new, go and volunteer. My sister, a Uganda sister, already has put in her police reference check because she's still waiting, and she's not even a PR. She's not even like people. Start to volunteer, eh? Give your time to people, and you can come to work like this. So non conconsa, non conconsa. There's so many jobs, so many places, so many unfilled jobs in these places. But people think they need university degree. You don't need no university degree. In fact, not even a college to be able to serve students. If you want to be a teacher, they want to place someone in your hands. Yes, go to university, complete, have your certified, your certificate, but with a high school, SHS from Ghana, straight, go and work in a school. They need caretakers. Do you know how much a caretaker makes? They make $35 per 1 hour. $35 per 1 hour. A caretaker, you can, when you start, is 26. By the time you realize you are making $34 per hour, plus they pay your holiday, they pay your sick day, they pay everything. Hey, I'm for mumra, work in a system. It is a very good thing. Pension pay is very good. I only started this company 16 years ago. And I told myself I've wasted my time. But it was good because I brought a wealth amount of, experience dealing with call center. People angry, calling me. I'm going to cancel my service. Cancel my service. Begging them, oh, I'm so sorry. I understand you're frustrated. I understand you're concerned. Let me see what I can do to help you. Hey, that's what I brought to. May God bless you. Share the video. Bye.